Hello everyone, welcome back at Mastercam Multiaxis tutorials and Toolpath series. This is our blade expert videos are now coming consistently, and in the last video we learned about that, and we just watch the simulation file and the simulation for the entire blade expert toolpath, where we will learn the things, how the blade expert toolpath is created, how what is the process of the blade expert toolpath, how many steps we have to consider to create a complete blade expert. And if you are new on this video, please first go and watch the simulation video of our blade expert toolpath, because if you are not aware about the simulation video, you can't learn, or you can't learn quickly the blade expert. So before we starting to create any component or any part, first you have to learn the concept of the things, the process of the things. Once you watch this video, I am sure you can very easily learn one of the most toughest operation of the blade expert. And in this blade expert series, we will create the blade expert toolpath in a 3 or 4 steps, because it's have a multiple number of operations or multiple number of steps to create a complete impeller part. So guys, in this video you will get idea and you will get learn about the what is the process and how you can create the toolpath for the blade expert. So before starting to create a toolpath for the blade expert, I would like to explore, or I would like to introduce with the blade. What is a blade? What are the different kind of parts a blade have, and what are the name of all these parts? So I would like to show you with the one of the image file. So this is my blade expert for the blade expert image file or reference file, where I will show you what are the parts name and how we can consider during the selection of my part. Because in a blade expert, the one of the most important thing, when you are a beginner, you don't have the knowledge of blade, you don't have the knowledge what is the part name of blade. So that's the major challenge every single person is facing. So now look at this at here. There are two different kind of blades are available. One is this kind of single blade, and in sometimes these kind of small blades are also available between these two large size of blade. So according to that, nothing is different. I would like to show you all the parts name. First, that is called hub. What is hub? Hub means that is the portion, or we can say the bottom or a floor portion of a blade. This is called hub, the floor portion of a blade. All these portions are called hub. In the next step, the blade. What is blade? This is called blade. All the portion from this one portion, start from this one to the from that, and again this. So this is the entire portion that is called blade. In a blade, there are two different important factors are available. The first is called leading edge, and second is called trailing edge. What is the leading edge? Leading edge means from the upper part of my blade, and what is trailing edge? It's outer portion of my blade. So make sure you have to learn this name if you want to create a toolpath for the blade expert. Leading edge means from the inside or upper portion of my blade. Trailing edge, it means from the outside of my blade. In the next, this is the flit. What is the flit? If you go and check, this is the flit, because we have a special operation for the finishing of this flit portion. So we have to know understand about what is the flit. And then in the next step, there is one part, the name is splitter. What is the meaning of the splitter? Its splitter is known as, this is the splitter, the outer or the end portion of my blade. This is called splitter. And then last and final, this is the thread. What is the meaning of the thread? This is called thread. When you have a blade, and for these kind of blade, if you have the connecting from the starting to the last area, this is called thread. So I hope you get idea and understand about all these things. What is the blade expert toolpath? What is the blade? And now I would like to show you in one of our blade. So we have to came back on our impeller. This is called hub, this is called blade, this is called flit, this is called leading angle, this is called trailing angle, and this is thread, and the remaining all things we will cover during the toolpaths. So now I would like to came and starting to create the tool path for the blade expert. So starting to create the tool path, first we have to came in a machine, mill, and default. If you have a proper post processor, you have to choose the post processor according to that. Now in the first step, I would like to create a raw material for the blade part. So this is my stock model which is already available in a low level portion. And now first I have to click on a stock model. Just click on a model, select the entire portion and just say end selection. If I would like to change the color of my part, just change the color and end selection. Once it's successfully done, now we have to start to create the tool path for the one of the most unique and my favorite tool path, that is the blade expert. For starting to create the tool path, first we have to came and click on a blade expert. The first thing that we have to do for each tool path, that we have to click or select a tool. For this one I choose a 10 mm of ball nose tool, and now in the next step we have to came in a holder and after that stop. When we are working on a full 5-axis machine, make sure you have to choose a proper holder according to your as per your requirement and as per your holder, so you can check the collision control and remaining all. In the next step we have to came on a stop. Generally we have to choose the auto detect. It means according to the way choose the blade profile, so software automatically detect what is the stock and remaining all these things. In the next portion we have to came in a cut pattern. In a cut pattern, this is the heart of every single tool path, but in a blade expert there are two hearts are available. First is cut pattern and second is part define. Both are that important. If you get understand and learn about both of these things, you will become expert very soon. So now we will show you that what is the cut pattern and what is the part define. In a cut pattern there are multiple number of options available to create a part. First is called roughing, that is called, second is called the blade finishing, because that part is called blade, which I show you on the picture. This is called hub finishing, so it means that is called a hub of my blade, and that is called flit finishing, that I show you in a picture. So that picture is very important, make sure. So in the first step we would like to create a tool path which is called the roughing. In roughing, what is the strategy? There are different kind of strategies are available, like offset from hub. In a multiple number of strategy, we will show you step by step. For now I would like to choose morph between shed and the hub. What is shed? That the portion from the outer portion, that is called shed. If you're not watching this at the point of when I show you the video of the image, you can go and watch again, because if you're missing that one thing, you can missing all in a blade expert. In the next step, that is the sorting, how my toolpath will be created. In a toolpath creation, there are the multiple options are available. That is called a one way. This is called one way with the triangle leading edge. It means your toolpath have to be entered from the leading edge, from the inner area. In a one way, start trailing edge. Trailing edge means toolpath will be entered from the outside. If you want to choose the zigzag motion from the trailing or leading, you can choose the zigzag motion also. In ordering, there are the multiple options are available, from the left to the right, from the right to the left, from the center to the away, and from the away to the center. You can choose according to your requirement and something like that. In the next step, there are the few important points are available. At here you can choose the depth of cut of my part. For now I choose the 5 mm of depth of cut for each part, and at here step 4 I choose the 5 mm. Because we are now doing the roughing, you can choose the depth of cut according to the tool and the remaining things. I am choosing the 5 mm because it reduces the process of part generating and tool path calculation. So these are the all parameters which we have to choose or define in the cut pattern. We have to define the strategy, we have to define how the most tool path will be created, how my tool path motion will be zigzag or one way, and from the away and center, all these things we are also choosing from here. In the next step, we have to came in a part define. In a part define, we have to defining the parts according to at here according to requirement. Now in the first portion, it is showing that choose the blade, splitter and the flit. Now what is the blade, splitter and flit? This is my blade, this is my flit, and if this blade have the one blade right at here, so that that portion is splitter, but that blade is not available for this impeller, so I am not choosing this. So I am choosing the two different number of blades right at here. In the next portion, choosing a hub. For choose a hub, I just choose this one. If you want to leave stock some for this one toolpath, you can define some stock if you want. In the next step, that is called set. Choose this one. What is the meaning of this? This means that is and that. Not this is a blade, that is things. That is known as sword. So I hope you will get understand about these things. If you are not watching the image, go and watch this one. This is called the blade. This is called the flit. This is called the 7th number set, and this is called the hub. This image is very important before you learning this toolpath. In the next step, we are just defining these all the things, and now in a cut pattern and a tolerance, I would like to choose the tolerance 0.1, so our toolpath calculation time can be controlling with our hand. Right at here, how toolpath I just defining this toolpath and just say okay. Once I just say okay, now what is happening? My toolpath is created for the one of my single portion of my blade expert. So now I hope you will get idea and understand about the things how my toolpath is going to be created for the single blade port. If you want to create the toolpath for just for the single portion or a single between the two blade in a single area, you can create the toolpath like that. But if you want to create for the all these blades, so now what you have to do? You have to first choose how many blades are available right at here. 1, 2, we are starting to calculating from here. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 5 is this one. 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So total number of 10 segments are available right at here. So I go to the parameters and choose the total number of segments 10. In how much segments you want to create the toolpath? You can defining from the geometry, you can say the number of define, and you can say all. For here I want to create the toolpath for the all segment, so I just choose the all. From the which segment you want to start the toolpath, you can selection from here, and the direction how this from the which one segment you want to create, you can also choose from here. And in a short, what is the meaning of that? How my toolpath will be created from the complete segment? It means toolpath will be created completely on a one particular segment, and after that it will going to be on next segment. But right at here, if you choose a depth, it means it will create a multiple linking right at here. And what is the okay, I just choose a 3D simulation. Again I have to back and choose a 2D simulation. Look at this. What is happening? Once one pass is done, it's going to the next pass. So that is meaning of the depth. Means toolpath will be created according to depth by depth. And if you are choosing the cut, now the look is the things, and look at the for the each cut, it will create each cut at the one segment, and after that according to that. So make sure if you want the minimum linking, please choose a complete segment and just press OK. So now as you can see here, once my first segment is done, toolpath will be going on the another one segment. So now as you can see here, in this video you will watch and learn all about the roughing portion and how my toolpath will be created for the roughing. So I hope you will get understand each and every single parameter for the roughing. In the next video we will see you for the finishing of my blade and finishing of my hub and some more important factors. So I hope you will get understand about all these parameters. If you have any question for this video, please ask your questions on our comment section. We will try to answer your questions, and if you want to learn and use our model files, please go and join our YouTube channel. You can get access once you go and join our Mastercam Multiaxis button on our YouTube channel. You will get access for all model files for the Mastercam Multiaxis. So I hope keep learning, keep growing.